Welcome everyone to the L7C podcast Dragon Ball edition. Today we are here with the last Dragon Ball episode of 2025. Isn't that crazy? The last DB episode of 2025. We have the Dragon Ball expert with us, Mr. Mitch Oso. How are you doing today, sir?
As always, fantastic. It is pretty, it is pretty wild just how time flies, man. I mean, it was only, anyway, who knows a calendar? It was only 12 months ago. We were like, oh, wow, 2025. We're a quarter of the century into the new millennium, man. And now here we are, past the quarter mark. Before we know it, it'll be halfway there. And before you know it, it'll be 2100. And somehow you'll be living, because we'll live forever. Just, spoiler alert for maybe a potential question here later on. Don't want to spoil anything. It is Christmas, 'tis the season. Happy Hanukkah, however you celebrate the holidays. Enjoy the time with your family, and glad that you could take just a little bit of time just to listen to us chit chat here at the end of the year. Usually that goes at the end of the podcast, but I was on a roll, so you
No,
go
fair
sit
enough.
down.
Fair enough. And also with that too, I mean, Mitch already said it. Last month, you guys listened to our Thanksgiving centric pod. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love you guys were giving the stuff on the YouTube. So this one, we are going to have a few Christmas centric episodes at the end, but that will be at the end because we actually have a lot to get through. Not a lot, but just serious important stuff in the Dragon Ball world. I'll start off really quick. Um, Dragon Ball Daima Pack 2 is coming out early 2026 for Dragon Ball Kakarot. That way you'll be playing part 2 of the Daima thing. You'll have Super Saiyan 3, Mini Vegeta, probably the adult version. At the end of the trailer, you had Super Saiyan 4, Little Goku, so you'll just get to play the rest of Daima out.
Yep, yep, and it should be enjoyable. Like even the henchmen in Universe One, they're Universe One. I'm in the wrong talk here. I'm in super mode. I'm not in diamond mode. But Demon World One there. You even got the
Mhm.
henchmen there. So the um and it looks enjoyable. Looks good, and just yeah, early 2026 part 2 will come out, and who knows, maybe they'll hint at a part 3
Yeah,
depending on some other stuff that we get here.
yeah, 100%, 100%. So then going from there, since the last time we were on, it came out after our Thanksgiving when we're around there.
They always do. We
Yeah.
always get the news the next morning after we record. It's just how it is.
Dragon Ball is launching their first global character popularity poll. Other anime have done this. Naruto just did their top 100 2 years ago. My Hero Academia just did theirs this year as their series was ending. So Dragon Ball is doing theirs for the 40th year anniversary. So you can still go out and vote on that. I think that is going to be unveiled at the event that we are going to talk heavily about in the next segment. You can just go on the website. Currently, they just finished the third stage of voting. And again, this can change throughout. I'll just give you the top. It goes up to 21, but I'll just give you the top 10 as of right now. Goku, number one. Vegeta, number two. Son Gohan, number three. Piccolo, four. Mitch, this is where it went over my head. Excuse me. I didn't think fusions could be counted because number five is Vegito. Number six, obviously, Future Trunks. Seven, Bardock. Cell, eight. Android 18, 9. Yamcha, 10. Anything surprise you with the top 10 so far?
So much Yamcha love,
Right at
Kudos to
10.
the community. Kudos to the community for giving Yamcha some love since he's almost the comic relief nowadays. And that
And
that
it,
one that one I would say.
And it could all change. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to vote, but this is just at the end of that. Number 11, Frieza. 12, Bulma. 13, Chi-Chi. 14, Krillin. 15, Tien. Number 16, Bulma's family cat. 17, Goten. 18, Videl. 19, Radix. 20, Launch. And number 21, Android 17. Anything surprise you in that one?
Let me get that back right in front of me if I can. Um, my link for getting that up so I can absorb that more is not cooperating with me.
Let's see if I can help out. All right. Do you see it?
Ah, there we go. Thank you for the screen share here. I know most of our stuff is just audio, but Martin is sharing the list here for me. Yeah, going back to 11 through 20 there. Bulma's family cat is probably a go-to one for everyone since he just sits or she just sits on Dr. Briefs's shoulder there the whole time. I am surprised though, just for like, I'm not a big Goten fan, as I have mentioned over the years. So the fact that he's 17 kind of drives me nuts. But going back to Bulma's cat being, at 16 in front of Goten, at least that's appropriate there. Um, Raditz at 19. Um, he wouldn't be in my top 20, but the community is diverse in their thinking, and that's unique as well. Frieza not being in the top 10 though, kind of interesting.
Outside looking in, he's right at 11, so that he's
He's
right
right there.
there.
I wouldn't put Frieza or Yamcha in front of Frieza, you know what I mean? But um Android 18 being in there, yeah, that's fine. I do
I was
enjoy
sup
that
I was
cell.
surprised she was the first girl. I thought it'd be flip-flop. I thought Bulma 9, 18, 12.
Maybe if Bulma didn't sort of, I don't want to say like fell off, as much like in the story
Mm-hmm.
after Namek, still an integral part, but just because 18 actually has like decent powers, I mean, she at least, can kind of stay fresh and stay in the spotlight. So, but
You surprised no super characters at all.
good. No super characters and um no Daima like true Daima characters. Like good. Yeah, like all this stuff this better be all based off of uh you know early renditions of these characters.
I am surprised that Vegito, because again, for most of my life, I've always heard people like to go Gito more than like Vegito, and Vegito's the polls are showing different.
Right. I do think I ponder with the polls of how many of the votes are, I don't know, troll posts
Mm,
or, they're just people being funny. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep picking on it, but even though I like seeing it, it's like, really, no, nobody's talking about Bulma's cat. Like,
right.
yeah, in the 5 years that we've been doing the L7C podcast,
Mhm.
we have never thought of that creature,
No.
like let alone mentioned it. We have never, So people probably just saw it and just clicked it, and then just some things just get skewed.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough. Fair enough. No,
but
I agree. I agree with that. Because I think I went on the site, you can only vote once per stage. So, because I wanted to test it out, I was like, oh, do I get to put like a thing in top 10? No, you vote for your favorite, and then that's it.
right,
So just one vote. And then I hope it gets, I hope when this vote's all done, I hope it gets more like fleshed out for like the other examples, like the two I talked about, Naruto and My Hero. When those polls were done, you saw like the overall top whatever they did, and then you saw it by different country. So you could see if like North America, they voted like Vegeta number one, but like in Japan and Asia, and like in Africa and all that stuff, they voted Goku number one. That's why Goku is number one overall. So I hope they fleshed it out because I would like to see the difference between America DB fans and like other country DB fans in terms of voting.
right, by region. Yeah,
Hmm. That'd
I
be
agree.
that would be really, really, really cool. Mitch, the biggest thing, the Dragon Ball. Man, it went over my head when I just realized that Genki Dama was in the word. For people who don't know what that is, that's the Japanese thing for the spirit bomb. Like I just realized that today. Like I saw the Genki Dama, I was like, oh, that's a spirit bomb. The website is up. You can, it's actually really cool. You can either change it in Japan to read in Japanese or have it in English. And it's talking about, the 20th anniversary, 40th anniversary event, exclusive announcements, new updates. We talked a little bit about it. Now, the big thing is that Mitch, they are doing a live stream for this.
Yep, on January 25th. Well, Japan time, 10 a.m.
Hmm.
It'll start Japan time. Um, I forget what exactly that time is for us. I almost want to say that's like 7 p.m. our time, Eastern time zone. I
Hmm.
think I could be wrong. I'll check on that as I keep talking here. But yeah, everybody's talking about this. All the content creators
Yeah.
on Twitter. This is going to be like huge. This is going to kick off the year real strong. Honestly, we do our recordings usually on the 20th of the month is
Oh,
what we
we
shoot
won't be
for.
doing it for that month. We're gonna
No,
try and
no, we'll do
beat.
this like the I don't know, the 20 the 26th, the day after or that night. I don't know, something.
Yeah, we might like now for we might do something where if this is at 7 o'clock, we might have like maybe a little get some other members in there, get like the captain, Byron, and stuff like that. Have a little watch party together via
Right?
Zoom, and we watch it live because this is crazy. Because Mitch, remember when the Daima trailer came out in New York Comic Con? Remember they gate kept that for hours until it leaked,
Right?
and then they posted this. They're saying we are doing a live stream on our own. Here's the YouTube links. Tune in. So there's going to be no gatekeeping, no nothing. So this is really big.
Right. Yep. And to confirm, the current time right now is a 14-hour difference
Hmm.
between Eastern time zones. So for us, that will be 8 o'clock p.m.
Monday night.
Saturday
Oh,
night.
Saturday. Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
So we gotta remember that. We'll
So if you click on the link, does it? No. Oh, YouTube live streaming stage. Live stream available. It's not even happening right now. Oh, it looks like, yeah. And it even says right here, man, like they're not playing around. New game announcement. Just straight up.
oh,
Just
they telling you.
straight up new game announcement, exclusive announcements one. Then they go Dokkan Fusion World Weekly, Dragon Ball News On Site Edition, special live stage. Like the fact there, it is confirmed is confirmed. There's a new game coming. We don't know what, but this is they've never been this like open with what's happening.
It's kind of crazy that this event is 8 hours long.
Holy
Like
shit. Yeah, wow.
Like they are obviously respectfully to all the listeners. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm not sitting here for 8 hours
No, we're
like watching
probably
that. We'll
probably
catch
these
that game
first
in the
three.
yeah.
And then
Yep.
we'll come back and talk about these in like February.
Right. So we'll we'll see what's going on. But yeah, it's big news. Mark your calendar officially. July or July, good God. January 25th, which is Sunday, Japan, at 10 a.m. Japan time, which if you're on Eastern time zone, that is January 24th at 8 o'clock, if I'm doing my math right, 8 o'clock p.m.
Yeah,
nighttime. So,
that'd be that's gonna be something else, man. That's really gonna be something freaking else. And then coinciding with that, Dragon Ball, they're having a pop-up tour in the USA 2026. More information to be revealed. Mitch, what I think they're gonna reveal the information um at the Genkidama event. They'll be like, hey, and the first stop is New Jersey, Florida, Texas, Illinois, like they're in California, so they're going to those places as well. So it's kind of crazy that this is all happening in the month of January. I know once New Year's Day hits for Dragon Ball fans, that's going to be the first thing that they're thinking about. Like, oh, we are guaranteed new Dragon Ball stuff. We don't know what it is, but it's happening.
yep.
And they're doing a tour to boot in the United States. This is the most press I've seen Dragon Ball do almost ever.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem, this seems like a dream or fake or just not real compared to what they've done in the past. So I mean, we should all be applauding this for what it is on the face value
Yeah,
because this is what we've been pushing for is, for them to, well, push Dragon Ball harder, not just, know that we're going to, show up for these things or or, develop our own level of excitement. Like they're putting in the effort for it and good for them. So
right.
now we just need to pray that the content that they're going to release is, well, beyond our wildest guess. So
Yeah, it can be. If it's bad, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough if it's underwhelming. Like,
yeah, people need to get fired. If it's underwhelming, it's like you got one of, if not the biggest, like at least anime franchise.
oh yeah.
The top one of the top ones. And if, if you can't stick the landing, just get out. There's somebody else out there that can do it way better.
I think the game one that scares me, just because I was thinking of the Dragon Ball games, if they go the VR route and be like, "Oh, experience it from a VR perspective," I think that's gonna piss people off.
Oh, it'll piss me off. I mean, like, I am not a VR gamer. I'm not an augmented reality
Hmm.
gamer. I'm just not. It just has never appealed to me. So I know, take for example, the wrestling expert, podcast
Hmm.
coworker, colleague, buddy, scrub, whatever you want to call it, Jacob Mason. Um, he likes that stuff. He likes the the VR or the AR, it's whatever it might be. So I mean, there's a market for it. I'm just not part of it. So
Yeah, not for the money they want to sell. Yeah, I don't think that'd be the move. But going to one of their other games, since we were gone, Sparking Zero got an award at the PlayStation Partners Awards in Japan/Asia 2025. It got awarded a Grand Award awarded to the top five titles developed in the Japan Asia region with the highest worldwide sales between August 2024 and September 2025. You see Sparking Zero right there. There's eFootball by Konami, obviously one of the biggest games ever right now. Marvel Rivals,
nope.
Monster Hunter Wild, Zenless Zone Zero. So Sparking Zero getting an award there. I know when Sparking Zero got their award, they talked about 1 million people play the game per month or per day, something like that. But I just want to do a quick question on that with Mitch is that Mitch, it's interesting because like PlayStation and Xbox numbers, when people are like, "Oh, a game is quote unquote dead," they never count PlayStation or Xbox numbers. They only care about the Steam numbers. And I
Yeah,
think people
maybe.
forget that people play consoles.
I I've never dove into this like a
Mm,
lot. This would be somebody else's domain knowledge, but I feel as though it seems as though it's way easier to find these statistics whenever it comes to Steam. Like I
hmm.
feel like Steam like publicly makes it known how many people are playing every game, whereas like Xbox and Microsoft and Sony or even like Nintendo, I feel like unless the game is going absolutely crazy nuts all of the time, then that like they won't tell how many people are playing it. Um, I remember though, I think it was like in a mobile game I was playing like 10 years ago. But I remember that, it had like all of them got leaderboards and rankings and stuff like that. But some of the games back then were removing the leaderboards or like the rankings, like show you um because if you were looking at the rankings and you see the player base drop off, you could then tell how many people are like playing the game, which is not something that you want made public if your game is suffering. Because then you scare away like shareholders or people who might be interested in investing in the company, they might be like, your game's crap. So I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to put money into this product because it's a waste of time. I can't play with my friends because my friends don't want to play it. Um, and I ponder if maybe that's the same with any game, not necessarily Dragon Ball, but with any game. And that's why Microsoft and Sony themselves directly do not tell. Whereas Steam doesn't give a hot shit. People are going to make the game and they're going to sell it and they'll be perfectly fine. So that's my thoughts on it. But no, a million people constantly playing Dragon Ball and we don't know the other three statistics for the consoles. That's pretty hella good.
But I was just talking about a tweet that I had on our notes from CDJ Luffy from 9/11/9/2024 saying how basically all the Dragon Ball properties flopped, and that is far from the case.
Right.
So that was all I was really saying on that. Just funny, everyone tries to talk about Dragon Ball's downfall, and then it's all happening. But it's interesting because we know they have a new game. We know they're updating all the games currently in circulation. So it's like, and we assumed last time it was going to be a movie. So, I mean, the only thing that really sets this over the top, I know we talked about Super returning. I just don't see that happening. Well, I could be wrong. Anything's possible. But if they do the manga's back, that really set it over the top.
Right. Right.
So we'll see how
I'll
we'll
tell
see
you
how
with the
that
games, I
goes.
don't know. This I don't know how the games can sustain themselves with all of them having some sort of like content, like I don't know, additional content revival or
Hmm.
just something. Because I mean, you got Xenoverse, you got Kakarot, um you
Sparking
got
Zero.
Sparking Zero, and these are big games. These are not tiny games,
Yep.
and so it's like, and you can't play more than one game at one time. So it's like, oh, and Fighter Z, fighters, that
They're
was
the ones who really shook it up because we were shocked.
so that's what, four games? That's
Hmm.
that's four primarily like large. That's how I'll say it. Large Dragon Ball games that are being played right now. I just like it's shocking because it doesn't seem like any of the games, at least after they get all this stuff going, it doesn't seem like these games are suffering.
No, because I think there's a place in, even though I know people complain about it, each Dragon Ball game hits a certain niche of Dragon Ball fan. And I know
Hmm.
we've talked about it a lot. If you want to create someone and you want to like you want to create your own character and give them your own moves from Super Saiyans to all the other
You want
people.
to be a part of that universe, like
Yeah.
as a you, like
Hmm.
it is you that's in it. Xenoverse.
Yeah, you have Xenoverse. If you want to be in the competitive like 2D fighter scene, that's fighters. If you want like the fighting game that like the Budokai feel, Sparking Zero. If you want the kind of RPG-esque run around, fly the free world, you got and relive the story in that way, you got Kakarot. So
Right?
they're hitting all the spots for just their
What
certain niches of
what
fans.
other franchise can say it's doing something like that?
I was the closest I was going to. No, because they don't have a creator player. I was trying to think of I almost thought of Pokemon, but Pokemon like when they had like the Rumble, like
Hmm.
like when they have like those GameCube games where you could fight against your friends and opponents, but they never had a creative player thing. Hell, I was
You mean
even
like
thinking,
Melee
yeah,
or
like
like just Smash?
like
Smash Brothers?
like Smash Brother S or just like in the Coliseum. It wasn't it like Pokemon Coliseum where they had a
Yeah,
yeah,
I think there was a new one, but this shows my age. I can only remember the Coliseum of the 64.
yeah, so no one is doing that right now. Is a they have potential. Like shoot, I mean, if some way you can. Get Digimon Rumble Arena back. Maybe Digimon can get in that type of space.
Yeah, Digimon could, especially with what is it, Time
Time
Stranger?
Strangers, who sold 1 million copies in 2 months.
Yep, Digimon could do that. Bringing out an RPG one, bringing um, a what you just said.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm about to sneeze. 1 second. Yeah, Digimon would have a an opportunity to do that, or like Pokemon, but they're just not. Like, not. Digimon would have to do um, Time Stranger. It would have to do a Royal Rumble like three,
Hmm.
sequel because I don't think there was a sequel after two. And then you would need something like you could. I would love it if there was a Digimon card battle redo, but that's just me pushing it. I couldn't name you a fourth game that would put it on par then with what Dragon Ball's doing. But yeah,
It's the
it's
only one doing it.
yep, it's I ponder if they're the only one that can truly do it, but at least they're the only one attempting, so
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Shoot. Mitch, honestly, that was really it for like the main stuff. We just now have just a couple Christmas, New Year's type questions to close out the pod. And the first one is if you could get one item for Christmas from the DB universe, what would it be?
one item.
One item that
I'm
made
gonna
it one so you couldn't say the Dragon Balls.
well, I was going to avoid the set anyways. But that because that's just a cop out,
Hmm.
it's just like trying to think of something a little more unique. What's a one item I would wish for Christmas? Um Capsules are cool, but
Hmm.
don't get me wrong, at least for how I'm living my life right now, I don't need no capsule. I don't like I I'm not congested with the stuff in my life, like
Hmm.
in my items. I do not go like camping or anything like that. So um trying to got things in my mind like I don't need a scouter. I think I can just kind of look at you and can kind of square up and know if I stand a chance or if I'm gonna get my
Oh.
ass kicked. Don't need that. Um, I'm thinking of like the power pole.
Hmm.
Um, there would probably be some utility in that, just uh just from smacking people from a distance,
Hmm.
but I'm not I was never a pole vaulter, so I don't know about that one. No, there was two others that came to mind, and I was going to pick one. What was I going to say? Nimbus would be fun to have.
Hmm.
Um, we could have a debate if my ass would actually sit on that cloud or if it would go through. Maybe it depends on the day. I don't know. But not, a senzu bean.
Yep, that's the one
You
I would
know,
pick. That's how I'd pick. How would I pick that one?
that would be it because like it recharges your stamina, and I know this is never shown in the show. This is just how I would interpret it, is that, like I feel like I would not need sleep or like I would not need to eat because it makes you full too. So it's
Yeah.
like I feel like I could stay awake, and if I could stay awake all the time and not suffer from like being sleep deprived or anything like that, and I got to live my life normally. Like I get to work my job for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, blah blah blah. Like if I could stay up all night and either play games, get stuff done around the house, that's what I'm talking about. I would take a sense of being all the time. Wouldn't
Yeah.
have to cook, and I'd have plenty of time to get things done.
Yeah, that's the one I would pick as well. And even if you do from a capitalistic side, like you'd be a trillionaire if you're the only one who has the main model and they try and reproduce it. Like Like, how many sports teams would pay you trillions of dollars to have a sensu bean?
All right.
Just think about
Like
like Patrick Mahomes right now. Tears ACL, give him a sensu bean, he's right back. You'd be a
that's crazy.
trillionaire.
Oh yeah. Or you would just absolutely destabilize the entire world because, it's like we don't need anything else
That's
except
true
just
too.
sensor beams. So,
But I don't think sensu beans cure illness though, because remember when Pan was, I know this was a Dragon Ball Super thing. Remember when like Pan was sick and they used the Dragon Balls to witch her back to health?
well, remember the senzu bean couldn't save Goku from the heart fibers.
Yep. So it does
So,
injuries, energy, makes you full, but doesn't do like disease.
yeah.
So no, that would be the one. And then like a secondary one, I don't know. I thought about like Whisa's staff as a secondary one, or like in hyperbolic time chamber is not an item, it's a place. Same one like the gravity room. But Whisa's staff was talking to me. I was like, I
You
wonder
know,
what it'd be like having that staff and doing what Whis can do with it.
if you couldn't do the like the senzu beans, for example,
Hmm.
those healing pods that are on like Frieza's like, ships and whatnot.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, like let's go back to Patrick Mahomes, yeah, slap the mask on him, shove his ass in a pod, fill it up with water, and
Hmm.
all of a sudden, before the end of the episode, he's back up and running. So probably wouldn't or help mid-game, but he'd be back for week, 15, 16, whatever it is. Yeah, 16 now. So um
That's a good one. No, that's that was the one. The next one was who would be the best Secret Santa to get in the DB verse, and who would be the worst?
it would be the best Secret Santa. Oh, definitely Bulma.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you mean like whose gift am I getting? Like,
Well, who do you think would do the best job? Like, obviously, like me, I went to someone like Videl because I think Videl would like really
correct.
care and like
Yeah,
really not want to F it up. So I think she
right.
would be the best, and she's wealthy in her own right. But I just feel like she
Bulma's
would care the most.
Bulma's mother. She just seems like she would just want to get a gift that would absolutely delight the person who
Yeah,
had it. Like, um, it would still be the best. Yeah, I like Videl. I'm thinking of people like, Poir or
hmm,
like Corin. Um, but yeah, can't think of anyone who would probably do it better quickly at the top of my head compared to like Videl or like Bulma. Um,
yeah, yeah. That'd be the I think
no,
even other ones. I'm just thinking who would be the worst.
I think I think for that one it would depend on who like who was getting the gift for who. Because like if Vegeta had to get, like his like Bulma was his secret or like,
Hmm.
Secret Santa for Bulma. Like Vegeta's going to go all out for her, even though
Hmm.
he's using her credit card. But like if if Vegeta had to like get Krillin a gift or Yamcha, yeah,
Hmm.
that gift's going to be hot ass.
Um,
Who's the worst character? Yajirobe.
oof.
Yajirobe seems like he would not do well. Like,
Oh man, that's a good one.
like gift giving.
Man, I just lost my train of one I was gonna pick because that one was really good.
I'm also trying not to pick like Frieza or like Kid
Villains.
Buu. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to pick villains because yeah, I don't think they're fair.
Oh my gosh. This one might surprise just because I feel like sometimes, especially in this space, he's not culturally inept or
Oh,
asked. I think Piccolo might be up there, man.
oh, he
I,
might be. I think I have a better answer for who I think would be the best Secret Santa.
who?
Android 8.
Ader?
Hater.
Yeah, he'd be good. He'd be good.
He cared.
Yeah, he would be. He'd be a good one.
Android 16, maybe. Two.
Yeah. Blonde launch would be terrible. She
What are
would.
you talking about? That would be awesome.
Well, purple hair launch might be great, and then blonde hair might be all because she might see you with a gift and she takes it back, even though her alter ego gave it to you. So, like, I feel like that'd be rough.
But you
Even
might get a
though,
rocket launcher.
and yeah, and get shot with it too. And then, even though I love the man, but I don't want Masaroshi to be back because I already know what he would give me, and I don't need that right now. So, you'd probably give some old magazines of his, and we know what those magazines have been through with Master Roshi.
Right?
So now, but
Horrible.
um, shoot, Mitch, this is what should Dragon Ball and Toei's New Year's resolution be?
Uh, Not disappoint the memory of Toriyama and actually put on a good 2026.
Yeah,
There you go. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
pretty easy. 40th
we're
anniversary, biggest live stream you're about to do ever. I mean,
yeah.
you're
I
right.
mean, around the time in which all of this will have ended, like, well, we'll get all of the information, and then the hype train will be in full motion here. We'll be looking back on the 2 year anniversary of his passing. So it's like don't fuck this up. So then we can sit there and be sad that the greatest anime creator is gone and everyone in charge right now is a complete total fuck up.
Yeah, I agree. You're hyping this event. Don't. This is gonna start a renaissance of sorts
Yep.
for Dragon Ball. Don't mess it up. I
Right?
agree. That's really it. Mitch, anything else, man?
Nope. I got nothing.
Shoot. With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to. We will then an announcement will come out later in January when we decide what we want to do for this event because this event is so monumentous that we need to we're gonna figure it out and you'll get an announcement on probably the Twitter and Facebook and then we'll go from there. And with that being said, L7C podcast signing out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.